So there's a new exploit that people are now doing. Criticism is mounting for I'm fired up with some community members accusing Liquid Raider of exploiting and calling for a temporary ban similar to what other Raced World first raiders received for exploiting. It looks as if a macro targeting your spells to the boss and not directly targeting the boss itself will not consume splinters and can go up to 250 stacks, allowing for a massive DPS increase. So let's take a look at it.
When is it, Tanks?
10 seconds from now.
Okay.
Do you have
Who's gonna do it?
sir?
2.
Yeah, you're gonna die after anyways.
Yeah, it's fine. Frontals here.
So they've got
Send the full
250
through.
stacks right there.
Big personal, these are the hardest ones of the fight, by the way. Hardest ones of the fight.
Man,
Yeah,
I
Shack
got
just tank.
this shit.
how about that? And they document it?
2,
3,
1, dodge lines.
2,
Jack,
1.
run around.
Lumi's got it for now, man.
pirate.
I'll dart.
So I'll tell you
It's
this.
gonna be Riku. It's gonna.
Oh.
They did.
I needed to move it, I guess.
There is a 0% chance that this was intended if it's functioning the way that this is being described. So, and here's the thing. Not only did he exploit the bug, but he changed his UI to make it seem like he wasn't targeting himself. This is so bad because it's intentionally deceptive. Dude shouldn't just be suspended or banned, but the team can't keep him on the roster unless it also supports this behavior. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I think it's totally fine that they're cheating. Let him cheat. It's a fucking video game. Who cares? Who cares? It's a game. Like, yeah, like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, it doesn't matter. It's just a game. Like, oh my god, wow, they're cheating in the fucking race. Oh my god. Yeah, it's obviously like if you break the rules, you should get suspended. You obviously should. But there should be 2 Race to World first. One's for easy, exploit 0. Yeah, there you go. Clever use of game mechanics. If they got banned for fucking rep exploiting, this shit should land you a ban too. So if you have a macro, and let me explain how this works again, right? And that way people can understand it. And I want to read it again myself so I make sure I'm explaining it the right way. If the macro targeting your spells to the boss, but not directly targeting the boss itself, will not consume splinters, and it can go up to 250 stacks. Okay, so basically they have a macro that, like, it targets the boss, but it doesn't make your character target the boss. It's, like, probably, like, some sort of, like, focus target macro or something like that. And it's causing them to be able to do, like, a bunch of extra damage. Well, it's very obvious that this is not intended. Like, there has never been a mechanic in the video game ever that has worked this way, and it was done intentionally. Every single time that this has ever happened, it's always been against the rules. Ban the cheating bitches? Yeah, no, I get it, right? But, like, I just don't really give a shit that much. Obviously, they should get banned for it. Yeah, definitely. But, like, to get really mad about this, I really don't think so. I think that Blizzard and, like, the community puts too much of an emphasis on the world first race in general. And I think that it's being bad for the game. I do. I think it's bad for the game when you see, you know, these fights and, like, all of this development time that's being put into over-designing mythic level raids and fine-tuning them for the 50 biggest sweat lords in the video game in order to compete against each other. Or maybe it's 100 now. It just doesn't really seem like it's a very good investment of resources, right? WeakAura has ruined Race to World First. The WeakAuras play the game for you. Well, there's no reason that you should have any add-ons in the game. Like, if Blizzard took every add-on out of WoW tomorrow, the game would instantly become better. The problem is that what happens with add-ons is that once people have add-ons, then the developers have to design the game around having add-ons. And that's what happens, is that, do you really think fights would be this complex and hard if nobody had add-ons? No. And if they were, they would be telegraphed in a much better way. But there isn't good telegraphing. There is a lot of times, like, just weird fucking mechanics that are hard to plan around. And the reason why is because you have add-ons. That's it. You'll be able to use AI to program your character by next year, hopefully, right? The game would instantly be better and the player skill worse. Exactly. And so, yeah. This is the worst fucking take, and you actively make the competition you enjoy worse by advocating for this shit. It's bad enough we lose out on seeing good competitors because they said a word on Twitter didn't like, but you want to kick the guy out over this. Absolutely pathetic. Here's the thing. I don't really care about this because it's just a game. However, I understand why they're mad. Does that make sense? Like, I think that, like, getting this upset, like, I don't give a shit. It's fucking game. Like, who cares? But at the same time, and I want to listen to, like, what's happening here, or I want to look at what's happening here. This is a competition, and the competition is very clearly about playing the game within the rules. So if you're breaking the rules, you're cheating in the competition. And if you have somebody who's cheating on your team, now you are a beneficiary of cheating. So if you keep that person on your team, you are passively saying, we are okay with cheating. That's the way it goes. So it's bad for everybody. Genji should be permanently banned from WoW then? Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know what he did, etc. But it's not a good look to have the competitive side have cheaters in front of 100k viewers. Well, if I was Blizzard, what would I do if I was Blizzard? I would just watch the clip and then I would suspend the account for like 90 days. I just do a 90-day suspension. Yeah, that's what I do. Like, these are people who are experts in the game. They're cheating on purpose. It's not like they accidentally did this. Yeah, they didn't act like, oh, wow, I accidentally figured out this weak aura that just accidentally gave me this massive damage increase. Yeah, if it's against TOS, ban them. Exactly. They should know better. Yeah, exactly. That's their life ruined, though. Well, if it's their life that's ruined over cheating in a video game, then maybe they shouldn't have cheated in a video game. If you care about the, if like you think that, oh, well, you know, this is their life and it's unfair that they're going to be punished this heavily. Well, why don't you think about it from the opposite direction and think to yourself, if this mattered so much to them and their life depended on it, and this is their career, why would they cheat in their career and put it at risk? Like, I mean, let's think about this from the opposite direction here. Like, why would you put your career at risk over cheating? They'll do it again? Yeah, that's it. Why would this retard cheat then? Exactly, yeah, you shouldn't do it. Remember when all those guilds got caught illegally buying gold, and that was fine, right? Isn't that kind of cheating? I don't think Blizzard really gives a shit, to be honest with you. And I'll read some of the comments here. But yeah, the thing is, like, if you are a team, and you have somebody on your team that is intentionally cheating, then yes, you're doing something wrong. It's crazy to me because of how fucking obvious it is. It's crazy that this isn't just like the obvious common sense take that every single normal person has, right? You're cheating by proxy. Yeah, exactly. And it's not even remotely same it's not even remotely same to gold buying. Yes, it is. You are knowingly and intentionally taking advantage of a function in the game that is not intended and you're not supposed to be able to take advantage of. Both of them are you gaining an advantage in gameplay by your actions knowingly. Obviously, there's differences in terms of, like, you know, the nuances, but if you look at it at a fundamental level, that's what's happening. So, yeah. Echo method should get short bans for exploits after previous races. This will ruin their life. Nonsense logic. Apply this to any other competitive sort. We can't suspend him for doing anabolic drugs. It'll ruin his career. Well, to be fair, they actually have done that with some people in, like, college and, like, even high school, right? You know, for, like, drinking and driving, etc. And it's bad every time, right? That's why it's newsworthy. It's like, oh, wow, something bad happened. And that's the bad thing, you know? Didn't Echo cheat earlier, so where's this energy for them? Well, if you want to show me a link of them cheating, then I'll talk about that too. You think I give a fuck about who wins this race? I don't care. The fuck would I care? You give a fuck about, oh wow, who kills the last boss in the hard mode first? Oh my god, who gives a fuck? Why would I even for a second of my life care about this? No, it has nothing to do with that. It's a game, yeah. So Echo should be banned because they cheated Instinct Jua in the previous raid. So I think that if you do something that you know that you're cheating with, Blizzard should suspend everybody involved if they want to make the race fair. Because it would be really funny. You have to admit, it would be really funny if one of the groups in Race to World First was intentionally cheating and they were all doing it, and then Blizzard suspended them all for a week. That would be really funny if that happened. That would be a pro-gamer move by Blizzard. That'd be really funny. Yeah, I think so. You just want to see the world burn for content? Absolutely. How is this cheating? You aren't changing game code. If the game allows it, then it isn't cheating. They aren't changing anything about how the game works in a moment in time. So basically, the reason why it's cheating is because they know that that it should not function that way. Every single person in Limit and Echo and Method, all of these guys have put over 10,000 hours probably into the game. If you've put that much time into the game, you know the way the game works. These people are the top of the top. They understand the game down to the individual nuts and bolts. And if they're taking advantage of something that they know, it's kind of like, here's a good example. It's like the Chase Bank glitch. Remember that? Where people kept withdrawing a bunch of money from Chase Bank and like, oh, I'm going to write myself a check for $40,000. I'm going to be rich, right? That's not how it works. If you take advantage of something that is a weakness in a system, that doesn't necessarily, like, it means that you are both wrong, right? So like if a system is broken, then the system is bad. But if you take advantage of a broken system, you are still doing something with malicious intent. And I think it's the intent that is the problem. That's it. I kind of agree with dude, because if we didn't do it, we're not responsible, right? Don't ban. No, I don't think so. I think that if you are doing something that you know you shouldn't be doing, and you know shouldn't function that way, and you're still doing it, you're exploiting. That's what I think. I think you're doing it. Yeah. Like, and this is the way it is in any other world. And that's also inside of the terms of service. But what if you aren't aware? They are. They are aware. Yeah, they're 100% aware. You really think, like, do you really think that these guys that play the game professionally don't know what's happening? Really? You really think that? It's a macro? Yeah. You're 100% right. The intent's what's important here? Yeah, exactly. Is slide canceling and Warzone cheating? I don't know. Like, I haven't played Warzone. I'm not sure how, like, Warzone works. I can't talk about Warzone. I have no idea. Yeah, it's a mechanic? Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't know I was doing 120. Yeah, I mean, I have no idea. Preach got banned for experience potions in BFA 2. Yeah, and it was fair that he got banned. Even he said it was fair because he knew he was doing it. He knew he was taking advantage of something. Does a glitch or bug considered a cheat? It depends on how you're using it, but in some cases, yeah. But yeah, there we go. So we have more drama in the Race to World First. Obviously, I'll read some of the post engagements and see what people are saying here. And there should be 2 races. What's this here? Clever use of game mechanics. Not gonna lie, if they get banned for fucking rep exploiting, this shit should land you a ban too. Absolutely. Suspend them for a minimum of 6 months, or in my opinion, ban them outright. Yeah, I'd say 90 days, something like that would be fair. Not gonna lie, I don't consider it an exploit. Okay. He does. Yep, he does. That's why he's hiding it with a weak aura. Pretty simple, huh? People defending this are the same ones that cry on Reddit. They got banned for nothing. I'll never support tyrant developers like Blizzard, especially not with my subscription-based game. I don't know about that. What people don't understand is if you can't reach this result by accident, you can discover it by accident, but no way to be able to reach this result while discovering it by accident. Exactly. Yeah. Very true. People defending this. Let me see if I can look at it on the... is this on the WoW subreddit? Let's see if there's anything that's interesting here. I don't consider an exploit. Yeah, it obviously is. It's looking like nobody's really talking a lot about it. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Race toward first, liquid mages exploiting splinter bug, explanation of how the exploit works. This is a plater focus texture. It does not target the boss. He targets him for the entire fight. See the blue targeting circle? This is LVI focus, not target. The bug stacks never proc since they only proc on the target and therefore stack up to 250. Wow, what a surprise. And then fired up asking Max to hide his screen.
God's still here.
Max.
Pretty standard
Did I
group.
say if you
We
need
got
us,
no
we'll
rally
let
sheet
you
and
know?
house.
You have the house
Dude,
down.
that goes crazy.
Max.
Does anyone get up?
Set
Secondary mission's
your screen on someone else's besides mine over dinner.
Like we all just died to like kind of rock this.
Ideally, we save health pots and health stones for that.
Did he do it?
Yeah, I mean I used Hellstone and Link.
What kind of a retard do you have to be to type this and say this publicly? Shouldn't you? You should have DM'd him and said check DMs. Why would you say this publicly? Like, why would you do that? It's so stupid. That's so dumb. Why? Oh my god.
And I used Grit.
Oh god. Okay. Next, fired up focusing boss. Exploit works only if you don't target the boss. Here we go.
That's come on.
Uh-huh. Not really a whole lot to see there.
In the intermission.
Let's see the next one. Description of the spell. Blizzard trying to fix 250 splinters buffs. Whenever you have 8 or more of the splinters, you automatically cast a splinter storm at your target. Embedded splinters max stack reduced to 8 until splinter storm is learned. So they're trying to fix it. Fired up having 200 plus splinter stacks. Wow. 5:30 minute if I targets the boss for the first time to do massive damage. Picture of his details breakdown. Huh. That's crazy. Wow. What a shock. There we go. Yeah, I guess he must just be that much better than everybody else.
10
15.
seconds from now.
Okay. Who's gonna do it?
Laser?
Yeah,
You're gonna die after anyways.
Yeah, it's fine. Frontals here. Send the close ones through.
Don't know.
Laser taunt.
Big personal. These are the hardest ones of the fight, by the way.
dead.
Hardest
Now
ones
he's
of the
doing
fight.
like mega dick damage.
Jacker's tank.
Yeah, Shaq,
Yeah,
there's
I got
tank.
this shit,
Okay,
bro.
orbs are blowing up. 3, 2, 1. Dodge lines. Shaq, run around.
I can parry
I'll
twice.
dodge it.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, it's gonna be
You
Riku.
guys saw that? Like, bro,
Oh,
we're gonna meet
Hey,
him.
I needed to move it, I guess.
Fucking
Yeah, bro,
boo.
he popped off. That's crazy. He's a great player? I guess so. Yeah, that must be it. The underlying bug has been fixed. Just clear up some confusion. Somebody copied their post with no attribution. I don't know what this is. Comments here are great to read. Bunch of Liquid, Echo, and Method meat riders fighting each other. Who cares? Echo automated the input against Farak, while Scripe calls macro usage to avoid detection. At the end of these games, the end of the day, these guilds are going to push boundaries. Yeah, I think that if you're knowingly exploiting a bug, you should get suspended. It's just that simple. And the idea that Blizzard isn't going to suspend them because of the race, all that does is make Blizzard look stupid, and it makes them look weak. So yeah, it's that simple. If I convert into time for a taste test, probably in a couple hours. That's why I kind of thought. What do you think is the line between cheating and exploiting and extreme proficiency? Like farming one area because it's the best experience per hour. Can't be the game how it's designed to be played, but the place the players found the weakness. This is like an extreme, like we can talk about gray areas all you want, but this isn't really a gray area. It's obvious that he was doing it on purpose. So yeah.